Interchanges for Oldham, number 14, number 21 is Louis Baxter, 10 Owen Farnworth, number 16 Matt Moran, the 18th player is number 27 Ben Forster. United team today, starting at fullback, number 34, Ben John Bishop, sponsored by ACL Motor Services. On the wings, number 2, Joe Brown, sponsored by Purple Chili Events Catering Specialists. And number 35, Scott Galliano, in memory of Mike McLeod. Centres, number 3, Kieran Buchanan, sponsored by Slater's Quality Butchers. And number 20 is Ollie Field, sponsored by Avocado Envy. In half-backs, number 1, Will Dagger, sponsored by Private Bromwich Family Butchers. And number 36, Toba Mata sponsored by the York Band Centre. Starting from number 8, Jack Martin, sponsored by Yorkshire Profiles. And number 21, Conor Fitzsimmons, sponsored by Innovate Associates. Hooker is number 9, Paul McShane, sponsored by Clinical Technologies. Second row, number 11 is Jesse D, sponsored by Copycats. Number 12 is Conor Bailey, sponsored by Innovate Associates. And loose forward is number 13, Jordan Thompson, sponsored by Cockroach. Interchanges for the Knights. Number 10 is Brendan Santi, sponsored by Roofing Addiction. Number 14, Taylor Pemberton, sponsored by Slater Butchers. Number 31 is Kieran Hudson, sponsored by Blue Tavern. And number 33 is Mitch Clark, sponsored by York Band Centre. The 18th player for the Knights is number 24, Harvey Reynolds, sponsored by the Little Yorkshire Coffee Company. Your referee today is Mr. Scott Mikalowskis.
Right then, your right fans, we've got a big surprise this afternoon. Obviously, I've seen some brilliant retro shirts out of the stands. It's because it's Heritage Weekend this weekend. And joining us, we have got some of the squad members from the very famous 2005 squad that won the league and won the World. So make some noise, the extra right players!
OPRs were like that yesterday.
Nick, ladies and gentlemen, and
Good afternoon, one and all. Welcome to York, the LNER Community Stadium, bathed in sunshine for a big game at the top of the Betfred Championship. The leaders, the pace setters, York Knights, one of 3 teams now level on 28 points. Oldham just tucked in the chasing pack behind in 4th spot, 4 points further adrift. A chance for Sean Long's men to make their mark here today. The warm-ups have been complete, the teams are in, and just a couple of changes made by Sean Long today as well, with Mo Agoro back for Mathieu Ponce and Eloi Pellissier fit enough to reclaim his spot on the bench, so he comes in for Bailey Aldridge. Otherwise, as you were, Ryan Lannon not quite right after his rib injury, and Matty Ashurst, the other man struggling. He is still a week or so away. But good expectation around this fixture. I'm delighted to say Ted Chapelhow will join us for commentary on this, as his season unfortunately over following surgery on an injured finger, so we're putting him to good use, and you're alongside me today. In fact, you've been doing pre-match media duties as well. Yes, I have. It's one of the many strings to my bow that I'm planning to add after rugby, I think. But no, thoroughly enjoy it. It's a big occasion today, big game. You can hear the Oldham fans in force in the background, big away following, always loudest in the stadium, regardless if they're home or away. And I think this has got a making to be a real cracker. Yes, the Oldham fans making themselves heard. They are over to our right as we look on from the commentary gantry here in York. You can see the Oldham flags behind the post to our right, and a few hundred Roughyeds supporters already in place. The York fans populating the main stand directly opposite us, and that's where the tunnel and the dressing rooms are, so the players poised to emerge from underneath the main stand. In bright sunshine over on the far side. There was a bit of rain this morning. I was very early actually this morning, and it was tipping it down when I arrived about 11:30 at York Station on my way up from London. But bright sunshine now, so there'll be a bit of zip on the surface, I think, which the players will want to keep their eye on. But you can see the black and gold of the York shirts ready to be introduced in the tunnel, and we await Matty Wilde and his Oldham side to make their entrance as well. Another good opportunity for Sean Long's men this, to show us a bit more about where we are in this rapid rise from being champions of League One. Here we are against the leaders of the Championship as Wilde leads out Oldham. Wearing home colours today, the traditional red and white with the navy shorts and white socks. It's the Oldham fans again, you can hear loudest. And York in their home shirts, the all black and gold, will line up to our right hand side. You said to me, Ted, before the game, the early exchange is going to be absolutely key in this one.
Absolutely, it's going to be one of them, which team sort of starts the fastest, comes with the most intent. I think we're going to see in the first 5-10 minutes which teams are switched on to the occasion. If both or none, or one are going to be contesting, and I think them early exchanges are really going to play dividends in the back end of the game. So I really feel like these opening 10-15 minutes are going to be important for a team sort of to stamp their mark physically, and that'll hopefully pay off with points at the back end of the game.
We are going to pause pre-match to observe a minute's applause on the referee's whistle. So a moment of respect for one of York's long serving supporters. And the Oldham fans immediately find their voice again. I'm sure there'll be a few nerves around this one, Ted, as well. Oldham's record against the top four, York aside, after that brilliant win in round one, hasn't been good, and I know it's something you guys really want to put right.
100%, yeah. We need to, if we're going to look to playoffs and expecting to play these big teams in the playoffs, we need to be taking points of them in the league, but also sort of showing the league that Oldham can stand up to these big boys. So,
well, we're underway. Kieran Dixon, a former York player himself, kicking off as Oldham play left to right as we look. Jay Chapelhow in the tackle with Gil Dudson and Adam Milner. Some familiar faces in the York side. Ben Jones-Bishop, a Super League Grand Final winner at fullback, former Leeds Rhino. Another former Rhino, former Castleford Tiger, Paul McShane, former Man of Steel, Paul McShane. Bags of experience out there, but they have been depleted in the halves. The league's top point scorer, Liam Harris, injured. So we've got Will Dagger and Lalatoa Matafa as a makeshift halfback pairing today. And is that Matty Wildy down? Oh dear, first minute, Matty Wildy. I missed that, Ted, but was that a head injury?
Have to get ready. Matty Wildy seemed to come off the tackle pretty bad. From my viewing up, it seemed like it could have been friendly fire coming in and out of a tackle, but the way Matty's unfortunately come off that tackle, he sort of stumbled running back to the line after looking a little bit groggy. I can't imagine after the head assessment's done that that's even going to pass the CAT test, to be fair. So I think Elwar will be getting ready to come on now, and most likely we'll see the game out.
Wow, well that's a huge moment in the opening minute of the game. Oldham's captain on the day, the club vice captain Matty Wildy, in the week he signed a new deal for next year, is off for a head injury assessment, and as Ted Chapelhow says, the early signs didn't look great. He's gone and had a sit down to try and, I guess, get himself back in the room.
Yeah, I think he sat down, but it could be one of them.
He's going to have to go down the tunnel.
Yes.
Anyway, McShane goes cross field behind Mo Agoro. It's going to stay. No, it's going to go. Oh, Mo. He looked like he was going to let that one go, and then second guessed himself Agoro, and that's allowed York to get up in the chase. And Oldham have lost a bit of ground there, and they're starting now in their own 10. So a tough start for Roughyeds. Wildy off without Oldham having a hand on the ball, and now having to come out of their own deep end here as Dixon, former Knights player. He had a good outing opening day in that huge 54 victory over the Knights as Jay Chapelhow drives. Oldham on the last though, barely 30 out, so Morgan Smith will go long. He's just happy to give it as much as he can. It's straight down the throat of Jones-Bishop, so the arm wrestle being won early by York here. The tackle machine, E.T., does what he is in the side for. What a player to have, Ted, in the team, Elijah Taylor.
His talent, experience, and also what he brings to young lads is invaluable. And like you said, he's maybe going on in age. However, the numbers he's producing in defence, helping the team out, you wouldn't think that in the slightest. So,
Mr. Dependable, Elijah Taylor, like a fine wine, keeps getting better. Whether he's playing left side, back row, right side, hooker, standoff. McShane, scamper, York looking hungry early. They sense perhaps a bit of Oldham disarray off the back of that injury, I think, York here. It's the last tackle they're banging from. With Jordan Thompson, and then the turnover. Well done, Oldham there, in fact. Gil Dudson stood firm.
Yeah, that was great defence from Oldham. One lapse in marker, which is quite unfortunate, just allowed the experienced Paul McShane to take advantage of that. But we scrambled well on the last tackle. York didn't really seem to have to come up with the last tackle, which you might see in this game because of the lack of half-back experience out there. So we might see York run the ball quite a lot on last instead of kicking to corners due to the absence of natural half and halves.
So if you are tuning in late, big setback for Oldham straight off the bat. Head injury to Matty Wildy in the opening minute of the game. He's down the tunnel. He may yet pass the HIA. That's nice from Milner, and Elijah Taylor takes it on. But as Ted Chapelhow said, the early signs weren't good. He was like a boxer struggling to get back to his feet. Here's Phoenix up the middle, looking to give the pack a breather. That's good. Oldham up to halfway. This is the best passage of play, but it's the last tackle. Pelissier wouldn't have expected to be on this early. And again on the last, it's Morgan Smith, not Drinkwater. And it hasn't gone far. Oh, and it was almost knocked on. Wow, a little juggle.
I think I'd have liked to see Morgs there really just put his foot through that and win the territory battle more than going for sort of the 50-50 there. I think Oldham reacted well to the arm wrestle, getting us set up to the 50 after, like you said, being pinned back a bit. So now we've got York attacking inside the Oldham 50.
What's the conversation normally there, Ted, about who the ball ends up at on the last, if it's Drinkwater or if it's Smith?
It's between them both really. It's between them both. Maybe what side, left foot, right foot.
Hold that thought as York come down the near side. The home fans getting interested all of a sudden because they're within 10. Right in front of the post. Flat ball, big hit. Have some of that, says Adam Milner.
Love that, love that.
And this is the last. Can Oldham stand firm? Difficult. With McShane, it's Will Dagger in the halves, and Oldham have turned the ball over again. An excellent defensive effort and made by that big hit by Adam Milner.
Oh, that's what you look for. You look for that inspiration in players to come up and make that sort of contact. With Jesse D skimming across the line, Adam coming across and reading, that's fantastic. Again, I think what you'll see is, again, a run on the last play from York. It could either be a tactic or, again, they're sort of lost without that natural half. So hopefully that'll pay dividends for us.
Mawagoro took a big hit there and spun out of it as though he'd just been brushed by a fly. Here's Ben Davis. What a signing he's been.
Ben's been excellent, brought his Super League experience down, and I think he settled into the squad lovely.
And speaking of settling, that's exactly what Oldham need to do here. Been a bit of chaos early. Sean Long talks a lot about chaos. You don't want it really in the opening minute.
No,
Pelissier's out there, and Drinkwater's going to kick early here.
Great kick, great kick.
Turn the winger around. It's penned York back to within the 20, and the chase is good as well. So Oldham have gone from their own goal line to the York 20.
Great line speed
Keep
from
your
Oldham
messages coming in, by the way, on the commentary. Great to hear from you all. Hi to Wayne, looking forward to this one. Definitely a big one. Hi to Rachel in Canada, to Stan in Spain. Been waiting for this one, he says. Hi to Dave.
Forward. Yes.
Oh, you called it, Ted. Forward pass.
Yeah.
Right in front of us.
Yeah, just you had the lead runner from York just overrunning that line. You would say it was the back row's fault, but an experienced hooker like McShane really should either be pulling that ball in or just taking the tackle herself. It wasn't even like it was a line ball. Jesse D's overran the line, and Paul McShane really should have kept it in. And I think this is the real first breaking set from both teams, and the first sort of signs go towards Oldham, so hopefully we can start building a bit of pressure now and camp down their end.
Oldham scrum on halfway. Oh, there's that high on Kieran Dixon. Looked it. Referee points to his shoulder. I don't know where Kieran Dixon wears his shoulder. Blimey. But I don't know, a little spark like that could get us going here as Jay reverses into the tackle. Oldham within 20 of the York line. First glimpse of the Knights whitewashers. Pelissier brings in Drinkwater. Now it's Smith. Feints and brings in Phoenix. He'll dance here. Mo outside and takes the tackle. Oldham right side with a couple to go. Ben O'Keefe. Smith. Here's Drinkwater again, right to left. Pops it up for Jay. Chapelhow to drive forward. Straight at the post. 15 out last tackle. Where are Oldham going to go? Pelissier has a look. He's going to come left to Drinkwater. Is he going to dink one? Yes, he is. Looking for Ben Davies, who's so good in the A. Taps it back. This will be play on. It's Dixon on the last. He's going to dab one towards the post. Oh, it pops up really nicely for York, and McShane will bring it out.
I like that passage of play. We put the kick up. Ben's a very good kicker. A bit of chaos like Sean likes, and now they're pinned in their own 10, and now we've got to get nice and tight and hopefully go tee off and keep them in their 40 now.
Good feel about this game. I had a good feel about it on the train up here today. Thought Oldham would turn up and have a go at this, and we're seeing that early, despite that setback with Matty Wildy's head injury. Oh, he's going to give a penalty here. Commentator's curse, high shot. Gil Dudson says, "What, me?" The referee says, "Yes, Gil." And York are going to get a piggyback up the pitch.
Again, yeah, maybe a little harsh considering the Kieran Dixon one seemed to go without penalised, but that's a coach killer, and that's a coach killer for Sean as well. I think we did everything right. Then we had a clear on set, going to be pinned in their 40, and then we've just give York a piggyback up the field and sort of relieved that pressure.
So all that hard work, 2 balls on the pitch at the moment. Referee's going to let it go. Really slow play. McShane eventually gets York back underway. Centre field, 25 out from the post. So another test of Oldham's defence here, having been right down the other end prior to that penalty. Thompson takes it on, all his experience, and then Connor Fitzsimmons does the same. McShane brings in Thompson again. Here come York with, on the right side, oh, it's good sliding defence, standing firm, but back on their own line here, York. That was Matafa in the halves with the soft hands. Here he is again. Pops it up to Thompson again. He always sees a lot of the ball every set. The experienced loose forward. It's the last tackle. They're right under the sticks here, York. With McShane. Glances left, goes right. It's a one-handed pickup. And then the offload. McShane will pick this up and York will come left side. Now then, can they free an extra man? 3 on 3. Oldham should be okay. O'Keefe might even get him in touch here. It's a brilliant Oldham defensive effort. They're not quite in touch, but held up on the line, and that will be the turnover.
Again, do you know what? That was nice from York, and I think that was better than turning the ball over there. It seems like it's going to be a tactic now that they're not going to kick on the last, as I said. So the fact that York have been able to turn it over right in the corner of Oldham is where they want to be. They're going to be able to tighten up and hopefully go picking off some bodies. But Oldham defence stood firm, great sliding defence, and again we keep the Knights out again.
Here comes Ben O'Keefe for the carry. He had a couple of niggles. Ben O'Keefe this week thankfully came through and he's fit to play today. Here's Palissier, Mo Agoro back in the team. Preferred to Mathieu Pons. Great options, Oldham's wingers at the moment.
Yeah, fantastic. And be able to choose both in that competition we've got at the moment.
Oh, that's forward.
God's sake.
That's forward. Oh, you know what? I think George Hurst knew. He kind of gave himself up there.
I think that was half the problem. I think George gave himself up with the play there instead of just running the line, seeing it through and letting the linesman and referee make the decision on that, to be fair. Again, I don't mind us trying to pass the ball. Adam Milner's renowned for it. He's great at sucking defenders in giving that ball. George just needs to realise he's running off Adam Milner and make sure he's an option at all times, not just going through the motion with the support run.
Yeah, Hurst took the pass and then looked to the ref. He was almost asking him to give a forward pass, and this is a really good chance for York to find the first points of the afternoon. Full set of 6 within 10 with Will Dagger left side, right down the middle.
Great
they
tackle.
come again with Fitzsimmons. He's a real danger, Connor Fitzsimmons. They're 5 out with McShane. When he looked to go on his own, he's got Thompson on the ball inside him. Dagger is the pass. Ben Jones-Bishop joining the line. He stepped through and scored. First points York. And it's Ben Jones-Bishop who is still so prolific. York on the board. The home side lead 4 points to 0.
I don't think at the moment there's no need to panic here, especially as Oldham. I think we just got to regroup behind the sticks. I think we've got to realise we have given York a lot of unneeded possession over, and that the game isn't what it seems like, or York are playing the ball really. We've let them off with a couple of errors, but to be fair, both teams are going toe-to-toe, and I wouldn't know who was actually winning the arm wrestle and physicality. What I would have liked to see then, really, from an Oldham defence is we highlighted, like I said, their spine's not quite what it is, including Jones-Bishop at fullback, and I don't think, unless he proves me wrong in this game, which might be commentator's cursed, he has that over-the-top ball. So I'd have liked to see us jam a bit more there and really put pressure under him to make him either throw that ball or get tackled, not sort of pierce through the defence himself.
So first blood York, it came off the back of, well, it was first the high shot from Dudson that moved York down the pitch, and then the forward pass when Oldham tried to run the ball out of their own back line. Full set of 6, 20 out, and it was just patient build-up. Ben Jones-Bishop finding the try. The kick on the way, just to the right of the post, left-footed. And this for a 6-0 lead.
Yeah, as I said,
narrow looking kick. Oh, he's missed it.
Oh, wow.
I'd already given giving it on my notepad.
I'd have given 6-0 there.
Wow.
I think you hit the nail on the head there, George, by just explaining the transitions of play down here with penalty, error, try. You see that a lot in rugby league, penalty, try. And it's not just, it's a common theme throughout the whole game, so we need to address that and hopefully bar up on this kick-off and keep them in their own 40.
So no reason at all. Oh, that's a nice restart. It's going to find the ground. How's the bounce? Pops up. Oldham will get up to the York 10 here. No real reason at all to get the heads down here. 4 points to 0 is nothing. And Oldham have acquitted themselves relatively well. As Thompson takes it down the middle. I'll get back to your messages in a moment. How to John, how to Jean and Frank in Cornwall. How to Ian and to James as well. And to Keith in Blackwater. And to Martin in the Forest of Dean. York in possession, leading 4-0. Jones Bishop's try. Here's McShane. Down the middle they come. York asking, yelling for a penalty. They're not going to get it. It's the last tackle. They're still in their own half. What are we going to do with a kick? We're going to go high off the pink boot of Dagger. Phoenix, like a fielder in the deep on the boundary, watched it and took it, and now he's offloaded, and Mo gains another 5 or so. So York, Oldham, I beg your pardon, starting around about 40.
That was a great set from Oldham, exactly what we wanted to receive the kick-off on basically the 40-50 metre line, and now we have a stoppage in play. I think it's Dagger maybe with a head knock.
Yeah, it's the pink boots
of
Will Dagger, who has stayed down. Ben O'Keefe actually signalled to the ref, fair play to Bob there, that Will Dagger had a problem. So our training assistant Sam Doyle takes his chance to come on with the water bottles.
Yeah, do you know what I like? I think one big game of PLT's game that's improved from last year is ability under the high ball. I think it's come across leaps and bounds of last year, very safe under the ball, and I love the fact that he's starting with his feet around, and now we've got the likes of Mo hitting lines off him and sort of helping him out with them options, because I can imagine if I was York, he would be a key player, Phoenix, that I'd be looking at, so get some support around him, and because people will be jamming in on him, there's going to be space around him for that little shoulder ball like you've seen from Mo then.
So stoppage in play. I think it's just a bit of blood, it's a cut or something. Dagger's having the treatment on the pitch. I don't think he's going to have to go off. I think it's just a clean-up job. Elijah Taylor, interestingly, is having a really big chat with Mo Agoro about something tactical on this near right-hand touchline. Oldham just waiting, Ben O'Keefe waiting with ball in the hand to play the ball. So back to a few of your messages. Hi to Barry in sunny Waterhead. Be careful, George, Ted's after your job. Yeah, I know.
Hey, people can donate to keep Ted on the commentary, I'm just letting you know. I'll send my personal bank details over soon.
I'll let you into a secret. I didn't know Ted was going to be available for media duties today. Had I known that, I might have stayed in London last night. As a few of you have got in touch.
There was a bidding war to get me to go to certain places, but George is too nice and won that bidding war for me, so I'm here now.
Well, the fee was a cup of coffee, which I've not got yet.
Yeah, it doesn't take a lot. It doesn't take a lot.
Here's we're back underway, by the way. Dudson with a carry up the middle. Can Oldham get themselves a foothold in this contest? 4-0 through Jones Bishop's try, and George Hurst takes it on. And Oldham now around about the halfway line with a couple to go this set. Pelissier, an early interchange for the unfortunate Matty Wildy. Here's Drinkwater, pops it up to Milner to crash over halfway on his back, and it's the last tackle. So Oldham needs to find a good kick here again. Drinkwater is the option left and Smith right. It's going to be Morgan to drill one low. It's going to bounce twice in front of Ben Jones Bishop, and that split second allows Oldham an extra couple of yards in the chase, and York will start 20 out.
Again, exactly what I spoke about before. I'm thinking of Starch being a kicking coach now, but Mogs puts his foot through it, he catches it on the 10, and we're going to try and pin him down there. The first 10-15 minutes now, it's a game of territory, and we're going to see which team comes out on top.
So York have made a change. Brendan Santee is on, he always makes big impacts.
It's always a nice telltale sign in the battle of the middle, which middle makes the early interchange due to fatigue, so it looks like I'll give it 1-0 Oldham there on that one. So
Yeah, so Fitzsimmons off, Santi on. He's got the white strapping around his head. He looks like a youthful Andre Agassi. Here's Mo. Watched it in the sunshine. Didn't look the most comfortable, but he's setting off like a train. And Santi gets to him.
Fair play, come on. Great shot from Santi. Mo's had to cop it there. A fresh prop on the field, and what a way to announce yourself into the game.
The home fans enjoyed that. Fair play to Mo. Here goes Phoenix, by the way, jinking in. He had to watch it. That sun's clearly a problem because Mo looked like he lost that. And he took it quite high on his shoulder, but the carry back was quite something. Oldham over halfway here. Looking to try and turn York around. Pelissier, Milner, who started well. Oh, and he's half through. Gets the ankle tap, last tackle. Can Oldham speed up here? Smith, they're going to run it with Phoenix, right to left, back inside. He's going to kick on the outside of his boot into the corner. It's straight to the winger. I don't mind the option, but the kick execution not quite on the money from PLT there.
No, not quite on the money, but I think we've got to give York's winger some credit there as well. He could have easily started coming up due to the play carrying on, and he sort of read the play really well and came across. So we'll put that a bit of both. It was a great read from the York winger to stay back and read
the ball's
that
come
kick.
out now then. What's the ref going to give here? It's going to
Oh.
say play on. Oldham have got the ball. This is a big moment. The Oldham fans haven't realised yet. They soon will. Full set of 6, bang in front of the post. Morgan Smith, Elijah Taylor takes a big contact there. Now then, Oldham, what a chance this is. Pelissier, Milner in front. Now JD pops one up to George Hurst. Looked like he overran that, but he kept hold. Pelissier's there, 10 out left side. Drinkwater back, first receiver on the right. Pops it up again to Jay Chapelhow to spin. And Oldham 5 away, left of the post with 3 to go. It's Pelissier, Milner in front, promoting Dudson from a standing start. Not sure that was the option, but Gill has gone to ground. There's 2 left. Oh, it's the last, I beg your pardon. It's the last. Here's Morgan Smith, delays, and Elijah Taylor gets a big contact. And Oldham, will come up dry, but they've turned the ball over. Oh, it is the last. I'm getting confused, but he signalled last tackle twice in a row.
He did put his hands up there. See, I'm conflicted here. I would have liked us to score, but it was Jay who had the ball, so...
Well, Oldham
We're
turned the ball
50-50.
over. Well, apologies for the confusion. I'm sure the referee signalled last tackle twice in a row there.
I thought he did. It's a good way. We'll hand over the ball there. Again, this early exchanges, it's not won on tries at the moment. It's that territory battle, and they're pinned in their own 5. So we'll see how this D set goes.
I don't mind that at all. This game isn't going to end 4-0. And Oldham have got York where they want them here. What they need now is no penalties.
No penalties to ramp up off the line,
Because
really.
this is where Oldham want the game to be played. And look at the work rate up the middle from Gil Dudson, from Adam Milner, from Elijah Taylor. Gil's been excellent last couple of games since he's been back in the team. Hurst there with Drinkwater and Pelissier going low. There looks like a change ready far side. Owen Farnworth is stripped. York up to 20, 30 out now.
Great set from Oldham, this, pinning them back.
Knights have made another change too. But Shane on a scamper. Santi gets it away.
Great marker work.
So last
from Gil
tackle.
there. Great marker work.
York are nowhere near getting out of the half. It's going to be McShane to kick, which will tell you what a good set that was from Oldham. Spiral bomb, Paul McShane. Dixon does well. That came down with snow on it.
See, that territory battle I'm on about now, George, is currently in Oldham's favour now. Now it's just important that we don't let them off with them errors or penalties, and we stick to this battle. Oh, commentator's curse.
Oh dear, error.
Nearly swore then.
Ben Davis losing the ball. He's remonstrating with the referee. You don't often see a ref changing his mind. And Oldham, after all that good effort again, have gifted York the ball back inside their own half.
I think what we should show there has literally been the past few weeks for Oldham is when that arm wrestle is getting into Oldham's favour, and we just need not 5 drives and a kick, but just need to come to the end of our sets. That little burst in pressure just lets the team off the hook really for all the hard work that we've just put into pinning them down. We had Gil Dudson flying from marker, Jay, Elijah Taylor all flying up, hard work, pinning York back just to be let off.
So a bit of pressure on the Oldham line again. Farnworth is on for Dudson. It looks like Pat Moran's ready as well, far side. But Oldham have got to defend their line first. Make sure this doesn't get worse than 4-0. Because here come York. That's Connor Bailey, right side, second row, wearing 12. Back they come again, through the halves and then to Paul McShane, very involved. Will Dagger with the strapping on his head.
Great read from Morgan Smith there, great read.
McShane left side, 10 out. Santi, so difficult to halt. Almost gets there, you know. 2 metres away, last tackle, will McShane go? Flat ball, they pop it up. Oldham struggling here, and York might get the ball down, you know. He's reversed over the line, and somehow York have try number 2. Oldham thought they kept the Knights out, but too much power. And it's try number 2, and it's Kieran Hudson.
Yeah, it's a bit lost for words. I think that's just, again, something Sean isn't going to be happy about, is the fact that we've done everything right to get let off of an error. 5th tackle plays, York haven't kicked the ball once, so we should know there being a running threat on 5th tackles, and it's just unfortunate because the game's been going so well for both sides. It's been physical, the skill's been okay, but both teams have been trying to win that territory battle in any good rugby game, and again it just seems like another let off from us to gift York the points, really, instead of them actually have to earn it.
Well, again, that all came after Oldham lost the ball in their own half, and then on the last tackle of that set. And this will be a 6-pointer, I think.
Yeah, we see Pat Moran coming on now. It looks like it's the twin brother Jay Chappell that's gone off, and I don't like saying this, but quite a good stint from Jay, especially with our middles. I think our middles have done really well in the start of these opening exchanges. Gil Dudson, Jay, quite a nice, well-earned rest, going toe-to-toe with a really good York pack. So hopefully Pat can come on with some stern carries, but also that a bit of elusive shape he has, and can draw people to him and put people into gaps.
Well, the kick was good, and suddenly York have a 10-0 lead. Both tries coming off Oldham errors, you would say. So Oldham need a response now. We've had 25 minutes. The clock on the big screen to our left, slightly bizarrely, is counting down from 80. So I'm having to work out how long's gone. 55 to go. Oldham need to settle here. No word on Matty Wildy, but I've... Oh, is that Matty sat far left of the bench? Already changed?
Yeah, well, I'd imagine the 15 minutes are up now anyway,
yeah.
So he won't be come for the rest of the game, and that means he will also miss next week's game as well.
Yeah, that's a big blow for Oldham. Oh no! It's gone backwards, he's got lucky. Didn't get to the high kick, came off his shoulder. It went backwards. Oh, Mo, is it 6s and 7s there? And, what a let-off that is. York are offside. So that could have very easily been an Oldham knock-on in front of their own post, and suddenly it's a penalty Oldham. Yeah. There's a stroke alert.
That's a massive swing, and I think you said it, George. Oldham needs to settle down now. The game does not have to be won now. We don't need to score a try now, even though it would be nice. We need to come to the end of our sets, finish strong, and get back into the flow of the game.
Big hit on Pat Moran. Welcome to the game, says the try scorer Kieran Hudson. Well, this is a York side transformed from round 1. Farnworth with the first carry. Oldham ran riot at Boundary Park. 50 points to 4. York were all over the place. But Mark Applegarth has come in and worked wonders with this York team. Can Oldham find a way through before the break? Smith. Milner. Now then Drinkwater and PLT. The sliding defence is good though from York. Oldham within 30. Drinkwater waiting left side first receiver from Elijah Taylor. Pops it up down the middle and says to Pat Moran, let's have a go. Moran does well. It's the last tackle. Oldham in front of the post here. 15 out with Pelissier. They're coming right. Phoenix. O'Keefe with a bit of room. Still spinning and no one there. And he has to just take the tackle and Oldham turn the ball over within 5 of the line. It just opened up for Ben O'Keefe there.
Again, though, it's something like I just said before. I'm happy to finish there. We've not got points on the board, but we're pinned into the Oldham corner, and we've just got to put a good D set, go after him, no penalties along the way.
Well, it's very easy to say in commentary, but Oldham, if they cut out the errors and just start to click and attack, this game's there. Anyone who saw the Leon Warrington game the other night will see how much these kind of leads can change very, very quickly.
Very quickly indeed.
But York doing the simple stuff right at the moment. Santi goes down the middle. And then Dagger. Oh, and that's a strong carry from Jesse D. The referee said, you need to go back.
Crossing.
I think Oldham are going to get the ball here. They crossed, didn't they?
Yeah, that was a difficult one, that, because I think McShane ran through. I'm not sure, and I know I'm an Oldham player here, but I'm not sure McShane actually obstructed the play that much. So I think Oldham may have got one there, to be fair, because it was a good handoff from Jesse D on Owen Farnworth, who actually made the break himself. So again, we'll take them where they come. It's swings and roundabouts, and let's kick the ball into touch and actually get a full attacking set on York's line and see what we come up with.
You can see Lewis Baxter on the touchline on the far side. Poised as Drinkwater finds touch off the penalty. Good opportunity for Oldham. This York defence so far hasn't really been threatened, but a full set from 30 out as Moran takes the first carry. Pelissier is going to have to play the full match here with Matty Wildy gone. He finds Drinkwater. Farnworth on the angle, takes a big shot from Thompson. But Oldham right in front here. Pelissier, quick play. Drinkwater now. Or gave himself up. Elijah Taylor was taken out there. There's got to be a penalty.
Yeah, hit
and it is a penalty.
Yeah, hit on suspicion, but you can't do that in the game. That can't be done. It's dangerous. A player's in a dangerous position there, and I'm sort of glad the referee's blown for a penalty there, because there's been a couple of times on Adam Milner. He's been hit a little bit late as well, and I'm all for the aggression of the game, but players are in a very vulnerable position during that time, and it's not what you want to see in the game. So I'm glad he's penalised there.
So Oldham penalty, 10 out. Farnworth. Back-to-back penalties. That so often yields points. Let's see. Pelissier goes on his own. Pelissier. He's going to be held up over the line. In fact, he didn't quite get there. Drinkwater. Milner. Morgan Smith. Fizzes one on Mo. Does well. It was a loose one and Mo trapped it football style and then sets off. They've lost a bit of momentum, but crucially Oldham haven't lost possession. It was a poor pass. I think Mo reacted well there.
Mo was fantastic there, because that could have easily been a knock-on. Fair play to Mo. He didn't just catch the ball, but managed to get us on the front foot a little bit as well at the same time.
Phoenix skipping, but it's kind of a bit too individual at the moment from Oldham. Credit the York defence for that. Drinkwater left side this time, attacking the line. It's a poor ball. It's gone behind. It's play on. Ben Davis. Oldham have lost a few metres again. Davis halted, grounded. 15 out, last tackle. This York defence is watertight. It's taken on. Hurst puts a kick in. Where's this going to try? Out of nothing.
Oh, I love that.
Oldham score. I think George Hurst put the kick in there. And was that Morgan Smith to pounce?
I think George has just gained this kicking licence he never had.
Wow.
What a play. But out of nothing as well, like you said, the set was going backwards actually, not even forwards. It didn't look like we were progressing at all and that. So a little short side play down the side and George gets the ball on last. I think, I'm surprised that even I wouldn't have thought he would have kicked the ball. So I think the York defenders thought it was in a shoe-in to be a tackle carrying a thing in a turnover, so the fact that he's managed to put a nice little nudge in and Morgan Smith's come in the other side and scored a try, that is a massive try in the context of this game, that massive.
That's what Oldham needed. They all count. You won't find that in any of Sean Long's playbooks. I'd hope not, anyway.
No, I can share some secrets, and that's definitely not one in there. So,
The George Hurst kick on the last. Was there a ricochet too? And there must have been.
yeah, no, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. We'll say it was a perfectly placed kick, exactly where he wanted it.
It certainly wasn't a Chapelhow try assist like the one we saw at in the Witness game.
I'll
Now
put
then,
that down a second.
Dixon's missed. The York fans will tell you that was a touchline conversion, but we're back to a converted try at 10-4.
I think they were making out like he missed it in front of the sticks then.
Yeah,
The
that
way
was
they
a
shared that. Jesus Christ.
very, very difficult kick. 8 minutes to go until the break. Oldham on the board, 10-4.
See, that is just a massive play, just to get the points on the board there, and hopefully that maybe settle Oldham down now to go, do you know what, if we complete, we get down their end, we're going to score tries, but we need to get down their end and we need to complete and stay there.
Now, can Oldham build? Be dagger to get us back underway. With a low restarting to the corner, watched by Drinkwater, taken on the first bounce and given to Owen Farnworth. Oldham starting on their own 20. Drinkwater, the dummy half. Here's the try creator, George Hurst. Dixon, up the middle, Kieran Dixon. Saw Jordan Thompson coming and ducked out of his way, but then got hit by Brendan Santee. Pelissier gives it to Pat Moran. Oldham already up to halfway. It's a good kick return, this. Pelissier wants a quick one, one-handed pickup. Gives me the jeepers, that one-handed pickup, you know. Ben Davis left side. Last tackle, Oldham within 30 here, so it needs a good kick. Smith is going to be the man. Goes high, back to the left wing. York defused the bomb, but we'll have to start inside their own 20.
That was a great set from Oldham, that, especially set after points, getting down there, nice strong carries from our middles and really denting the line of York.
So the last few minutes, Oldham have had the upper hand. Let's hope that continues till the break. 10-4 is the York lead. McShane with a scamper. And York with a good couple of tackles. They're over halfway now. McShane wants a penalty. I don't think he's going to get it, but he's going to run. And they've sped things up a little bit, York, here. So the last tackle, they're inside Oldham territory. I think Dagger's the man. Yeah, here he is. Left-footed. And they're peppering Mo again. He's not going to get there, you know. He's let it bounce. He's bouncing 2-3 times. Oh, he's got lucky again, Mo. It's gone dead.
George needs to react there and get back.
There was no one. What I will say to Mo, he was never getting there, and no one helped him.
No,
there was no one else reacting.
No.
Mo was nearest, but he wasn't getting there.
No, and that we were very fortunate that a great kick from York actually turned into a bad one and went out of play to give us a 20-metre restart. There again, one of them. We've got to take these moments now, and roll with them, because that should have been a mistake from Oldham turned into a good play. So let's just not let rattle us and get into this game.
Well, the last 2 or 3 coin flips have all gone Oldham's way, if you like.
Yeah.
Now this is an interesting change. Lewis Baxter for Elwar Pelissier, so he's not going to play 80. So is ET going into 9?
Yes, you'll see Elijah Taylor into 9 and Lewis Baxter on at back row. I thought that might be the case just because I know Elwar didn't play last week, and he, even though we love to see a game out, he's alive. Why? And we want that constant energy from him to come on, not an 80-minute sort of sloggy performance. So,
last tackle, Oldham, 30 out from the line. Taylor, Drinkwater's going to float one. Yes, he does. Asking Davis to challenge. He's not going to get there this time. York claim. Oh! What's happened here? York claiming to the referee that there was he taken out in the air? Well, the referee's ignored it anyway. And that's a really good end to the set for Oldham, this, because York are right on their line.
Fantastic end to the set, pinned into the corner. This is where we've got to tee off, keep him down there and get the ball back in a good position.
A good set here gives Oldham a chance before the hooter. York are 3 tackles down, 10 out from their line. And there's another one, Baxter and Farnworth.
Yeah, York have introduced Mitch Clark here with Hudson coming off after a very small stint.
Oh, now then they've given the ball a bit of air. 2 on 1, but he won't keep it. Oh, he's done really well to keep his feet. That's Ollie Ford. And suddenly they're up to halfway from nothing. Well, that pass from McShane has got York out of jail there. And then another spiral bomb. He's going to hit the ground. Dixon's closest. It's going to go dead again.
Out again. I don't think York will mind that, to be honest, because they were so far in the 50. They're going to take the second tackle set here, but you can see just the petrol tank gas going now. Like I said, a quick stint from Kieran Hudson coming on and off for Mitch Clark, and hopefully we can exploit this now and really start going after their tied middles.
Well, it's York 10, Oldham 4, but this is game on, it feels to me. If Oldham can respect the ball, respect their teammates, this is game on.
100%, 100%. I think we're starting to feel our way into game night now, especially this back end of this second half. Great carry from Pat Moran here as well.
And the interchanges have made a difference. Moran and Farnworth. Here's Taylor from 9. Well, John Thompson's line speed's incredible.
It's a great read, that, great read.
Stifling Oldham here. He must be about 60 as well.
And the rest.
Now then, Drinkwater to PLT, but a room. Still going Phoenix, eventually grounded. Is this the last?
You never know with this,
inside the York half. No, it's not. Farnworth.
That's got to be a shoulder charge. No, all right.
It's offloading. Phoenix has got it. It's play on. Here's PLT trying to create something. Offloading again. Baxter now with a step. Another offload. Harlem Globetrotters from Oldham. Drinkwater fizzes one in behind. Jones Bishop. He's going to get trapped. Is he behind? He's in goal. He does well. Oldham are there. Oldham on top here.
Yeah, great piece of play. Great off the cuff play.
Don't give away a penalty here. The York fans getting restless. Oldham on top at the end of the first half. 2 minutes to go. Paul McShane's absolutely shattered. He's stayed down. Oldham have York where they want them here. Is there one more chance before the break? The York forwards getting through a lot of work. Oldham need to not let them get off the hook here. Eventually, McShane goes back into the play on the 4th. Taylor in the tackle with Hurst. Last tackle. They've only made 30 here, York. So he's going to have to go and rush the kick away. One bounce, Dixon collects. Fizzes one to Phoenix. I'd have liked to have seen Kieran run that himself. But PLT just, well, he's got Oldham up to 35 or so. We've got 90 seconds of the half remaining as Mo Agora goes up the middle. Run straight at Jordan Thompson, more fool him.
You can see these tired York bodies now. These shots aren't coming off and there's gaps in the defence now, so we need to really, maybe could sneak one before half time here.
Well, the York players at the moment are like a heavyweight boxer hanging on for the bell. Baxter. Great passage of play from Oldham at the end of the first half. Taylor, Milner. Moran goes with him, flat ball Farnworth. 30 out Oldham. Last minute and last tackle. Taylor's going to go left. Drinkwater. Crossfield. Well, he's got no one chasing that. He's aimed at the post there, but no one read it. And Drinkwater actually puts his hand up and says, my bad. I think that was instinctive from JD. And nobody read it. I think he thought Phoenix might have been there.
Yeah, I think he just thought the play was on, but unfortunately maybe just didn't give the indication to Phoenix or someone on the inside that that's where it was going. So what could have been actually a really good play turned into nothing, and Drinky put his hand up. I think he realised that off the cuff plays like that, you probably need to tell at least someone it's going to happen.
Last minute of the first half, we've just seen the first 6 again of the game. But it won't matter because that's the half-time hooter. What a great first half. Oldham dealt a few curveballs, not least the head injury in the opening minute of the game to captain Matty Wilding. He won't return. York raced into a 10-0 lead. Tries from the prolific Ben Jones-Bishop and replacement Kieran Hudson, but a great response. Morgan Smith pouncing and Oldham finishing the half on the up. And with plenty, Ted Chapelhow, plenty of optimism going into half-time.
Oh, 100%. I think, obviously, York had the early exchanges, but what the nice part about this game is, I think, from an Oldham point of view, it was from Oldham's errors and penalties, which seems to be, even when I was playing, it seems to be a common theme here, that we're doing it to ourselves. However, this time compared to other games, especially against the top 4 teams that we're used to seeing, we've come back. As I said, the interchanges have done incredibly well coming on. The side's settled, and I generally think that if there was another 5-10 minutes, it would have been more than a try or two on the board there. They were on the ropes. I think it was York actually searching for the half-time hoot at Oldham.
Yeah, the bell has saved York there. It's York who have a 6-point lead, but mark my words, Oldham right now are the better team. Let's see what we get second half. Go and put the kettle on, because Oldham are in this. They trail, but it's game on. Half time at the LNER Community Stadium. York 10, Oldham 4. Oldham return to the field for a big second 40. And they're followed out by York. Oldham on top when the half-time hooter sounded. Trailing on the scoreboard 10 points to 4, 2 tries to 1. And now with their own fans behind them to our right, let's see if Oldham can maintain that momentum. It's going to be York to get us underway. Will Dagger has taken the bandaging off his head and kicks off for York, taken on the full by Drinkwater and Farnworth. Oldham need a good first set. They need to set the stall out at the start of this second half, not go back to how it was at the start of the first. That's good from York, pushing Oldham back in the tackle. Milner lost about 3 or 4 metres there. Batmaran takes it on. Good carry from Pat. Elijah Taylor at 9, feeds Milner. They keep it going and bring in Drinkwater. Pops one up to George Hurst. Oldham up towards halfway here. With 2 to go. First set of the second half. Taylor, Milner, Morgan Smith. Over halfway to Baxter. Last tackle. Phoenix at 9. Now Drinkwater to kick. Under pressure. It's a narrow kick, goes high though. It's going to bounce this. Oh, he's just got there, Ben Jones-Bishop. And he's hammered as soon as he does. But the York set will start on the 20-metre line. Ted Chapelhow was in the dressing room at half-time. What was said?
I reiterated at the start at the end of the game, end of the first half really, just let's keep things as they go, let's keep turning the screw now. We feel like we've got the momentum and sort of let's just start where we left off really, kick them to corners and really bring that energy and tie their middles out.
There goes McShane, who is absolutely key to York's control of this game, but they've knocked on in the tackle. They have knocked on in the tackle. And it's going to be Oldham ball.
That's a great start, forcing error after a really good set, getting down their field, and now pressure's on York now. So hopefully again, George, we don't have to score off this set. We don't have points. We can just turn the screw, build the pressure, and hopefully York will crack. Maybe this set, but maybe later down the line.
So scrum down, full set Oldham inside the York half at the start of this second half. Elijah Taylor brings in Phoenix with a bit of room. PLT, a fend from PLT and a bit of room still, and he's dancing into the line. Did he take a high one? The referee said no, but what a scamper. Oldham in centre field, slow play. Baxter now. 20 out from the line. 2 gone. Taylor. Milner, flat ball, oh well taken. Farnworth took it above his head. Oldham left side of the post, 10 out here. Taylor, Milner, reaching, Morgan Smith, Baxter again. No way through this time, and he's stopped in his tracks, right in front of the post. Taylor, comes left, Moran. Flat ball again to Farnworth. York fans are peeling everything through before, it's offloaded. The referee says he called held. They'll let him play this, I think. Oldham under the post here. Taylor, Drinkwater, Phoenix. Dabs one through. Can Dixon get there? York have to put it behind. Repeat set on the way. York drop out. This is the start of the half we wanted to see.
Yeah, great work from Phoenix, realising that the ball wasn't onto the winger. So the York had the numbers, so he decided to put a lovely little neat kick in behind as well and force that sort of dropout. So fantastic awareness from PLT, but a great start from Oldham.
Drop out from Will Dagger on the way. It's going to bounce twice and then pops up on halfway for Kieran Dixon to drive it back for Oldham. Thompson can't get to him. Dixon still going. Eventually he's grounded.
Great work from Kieran Dixon, darting around their middles, tiring them out.
Farnworth up the middle. This is good from Oldham. Taylor. Short ball to Adam Milner. Brings in Morgan Smith. Baxter took it off him. Oldham right side, 10 away, with tackles to spare. Taylor with Milner waiting first receiver. Milner under the sticks. Takes it on his own, Adam Milner. Oldham are 5 out. Now then, Taylor has a look. Drinkwater says to George Hurst, have a go!
Yes!
And he does! Big George with a big try!
That's great play from Oldham there. York expecting the ball to go out the back, play along the line. We've spoke about dropping their middles back under, coming after the York tired middles, and that's exactly what happened there. So it's nice to see what we spoke about half time actually working. Drop people back under, go against them tired middles, and it looks like there's a little bit of an inquest from York going on at the moment with the start Oldham have had.
Oldham on top. Don't readjust your commentary feed. That was a big finish to the set. And you just knew that George was going over.
It's good to see that we've carried on from how we left off the half and not started scratchy. It all started from Kieran Dixon darting across the line, finding some feet, getting a nose through. Our middles took over. We had a couple of good lines punched from Lewis Baxter through. It's controlled for Adam Milner with a couple of short balls to Owen Farnworth, knocking at that door around the middle to then ultimately strike back through the middle where the damage had been done.
Here's Dixon. Can he add the 2? It's a mid-range conversion effort, one you'd expect him to get. We're right behind it. And he curls one. Onto the roof of the stand. And Oldham are level from 10-0 down to 10-10. Roughyeds are on top here, and listen to the fans.
Think about this, George, and York's biggest strength can also be the biggest weakness, with the likes of Thompson playing big minutes because he plays. When the game's sort of going the other way and they are feeling that burn a bit, they can also become the biggest weakness around the Whittle as well. So they'll be looking to Geordie and Paul McShane to get him out of this little hole that started in the first half.
McShane going long.
Great catch from Owen.
Drinkwater got a shout from Owen Farnworth there. Farnworth was behind Drinkwater and let it go to the prop forward. Dixon again. He was instrumental in that try. Can Oldham maintain this? Can they keep it going? We said all along, cut out the errors, it's a different game.
Great carry from Pat there as well, just fighting up, playing the ball. I think he's been really well coming on, attracting the men as they think he's going to pass the ball, but he's got that carrying element to him now, so it's paying off well so far.
PLT with the next drive. Oldham 5 away from halfway. Milner sees a gap down the middle and offloads. Drinkwater takes it off him. And here's Morgan Smith, and it's opening up left side. Davies, could he have given it? No.
See, great work there, because I think you would have seen us try and force that pass in the first half where we knew when the play was over, take that tackle and kick it down.
It's a searching kick, taken under the post by Jones Bishop, and it's Baxter who's got to him.
Excellent chase. That's an excellent chase from your back rower, that, to put that effort in there. Great take.
York starting under their own sticks here. It just has to be no penalties. It's got to be immaculate from Oldham. Here come York. 10 points apiece. 8 minutes gone second half. Down the middle come the Knights. Nothing easy, nothing silly. Milner gets out of the way. McShane rolling up his sleeves for the Knights, who are now up to halfway with 2 to go. York have made another change at the start of the half. Dagger's going to kick on the 4th here. Mo's under it. Come on, Mo. Oh, wow. Heart in the mouth stuff, but Agoro took it second attempt. Like a slip catcher. Fumbled it, but got it.
He loves to give everyone a heart attack, Mo, when he's under the ball. He caught it, great carry back. I think York did a bit what Oldham did then. It was quite a nice set from York there, getting us down the field and kicking us into our own 15 now. So let's have a complete second, get back into that arm wrestle.
Smith Milner. Oldham stuck in their own half this set with Pelissier back on the field. Offloading to Drinkwater. Who's gone off? Has Taylor gone off?
Yeah, Elijah Taylor's gone off, yeah.
BT. So 9 for 9. It's going to be a kick from Morgan Smith.
Ooh,
right-footed spiral bomb. Ben Jones-Bishop is not going to get there. But he does well with he reaches out with his left boot and he gets very lucky, straight to his teammate.
Yeah, we'll call that one all with lucky bounces of dropped the kicks, to be fair, so.
There's Jones-Bishop again. That's a big hit off Mo. Good game, this.
You can just tell the atmosphere is different in the Oldham defence now. I think they're seeking blood at the moment, which we did lack through parts of the first half. So it's great to see. And York are bouncing back with some very tough carries as well. So what a game we've got so far.
Connor Fitzsimmons off the pass from Thompson. And then McShane now. 40 out York. That looked forward. Dagger. Nowhere to go for Jesse D. Last tackle York. They're 20 out. This could be a dangerous kick from Will Dagger. He pops it up. Phoenix is there. He'll take this PLT. Oh, and he's ducked out of the chasing pack as well. But Oldham are now treading water inside their own 10-metre line.
Yeah, that territory battle's happening, George, at the moment. And now we're back in our own 10. York have tightened up and revving up. So again, let's see what the Oldham pack have got now carrying forward.
Kieran Dixon up the middle. Momentum swings back to the home side now, with Oldham capped in their own 30. Moran takes it on. It's going to need a good kick, this. It's one more drive and then a kick. Milner, Smith, Phoenix, O'Keefe. They're inside their 40 here. Last tackle. Drinkwater has called for it. Where's he going to go? Gets the kick away.
Oh,
into the sunshine. Oh, he's done well, diving backwards.
That's a great take, great
in
take.
the sun. So was that a high shot? The home fans want one. Baxter didn't miss. Referee not interested.
York have the ball on the 50-metre line again. They've gone back to seem to have also checked themselves a bit and gone back to what was working for them. So both sides exchanging blows here.
Offloading the tackle, Baxter got there, but here comes Dagger fending. He might get a penalty here. Referee is going to call it back, I think, and give York a penalty.
I'd imagine we're going to see him go for the 2 here as well.
Yeah, it's
George.
kickable. Dagger made the break. There was a high hand on him.
In games like this, every point matters, and I think York will actually like to knock over the 2 points, but also take that minute's rest as well, considering how heated the 30 minutes exchange has been from both sides.
.27.5 minutes to go, 10 points apiece. York penalty.
40 metres out, so depends if I think. Yeah, he's fancying the boot, I think. So, yep.
Will Dagger. No, he's going to go for touch.
Oh no.
He's going to go for touch. Unless they can't find the kicking tee, I think he's going to go for touch.
Oh, I could have kicked that
one.
Maybe not.
York have turned down a penalty here. They want a try.
Yep.
So here we go. A little tap and a drive from Ollie Field. 2 balls on the pitch. McShane. Thompson under the post. Here come York. Jones-Bishop joining in and running at Ben Davis.
Great
Oldham need to stand firm.
Great slide in defence from Oldham there.
Trying to steal one from dummy half for York. Held up over the line here. Oldham right back on the line. Thompson stepping away from Baxter. Did enough. Morgan Smith asking for help right side. York knocking on the door. Oh, and Oldham get a big one here.
Incorrect play of the ball, George.
Incorrect play of the ball under the post. Oldham possession. High-fived all round.
Oh, I think you were right. Lewis Baxter did just enough to actually miss the tackle, but I think the impact of the tackle knocked the York player off a bit and allowed the inside Oldham chase to get there. So that could have been on a dime of a coin. That's a well done to Lewis for getting enough on him to.
Oh no!
Oh my.
And Oldham have played the ball and Pelissier wasn't looking.
I cannot believe what I've just seen.
Here come York, they've got the ball straight back. That's schoolboy. Pelissier had turned his back. And now Oldham have to defend their line. Thompson. McShane. York could strike a hammer blow here. McShane does a 360 and then runs. And then pops it up to Dagger. Offloading back to McShane. Floats one back. Here come York again. They've only got two right side. Drinkwater and Hurst get there. Oldham need to make sure that unforced error doesn't cost points. Here they come again. Almost over with Connor Bailey. Last tackle. McShane. Fizzes one back to Thompson, to Dagger, inside ball, and Ben Jones-Bishop's going to dance through, offload back, it's tapped back, it's going to be play on, and it's going to be an accidental offside, and York get a penalty in front of the post, and I'm sure they will take two now.
Oh, it's just carnage. It's absolute carnage at the moment, and I think it all becomes from probably one of the worst errors that you can come up with in rugby from even amateur level, of someone just not picking up the ball behind the play of the ball. York opting to take the two now, so either the kicker couldn't get it from the 40-metre line, which surprises me. They're going to take the two and take the sting out this game. I think both sides will really appreciate the minute's rest, but it's rookie stuff from Oldham, that, because we had D'd up really well, they had forced an error, and we could have been down their end of the field, so Sean won't be happy about that. But you can probably see now we're rolling on a couple of interchanges. Adam Milner's taken a very, very, very well-deserved rest. He's probably been Oldham's best player. I would say not even Oldham's York's best player on the field, Adam Milner, from his play the ball, to his tackles, to his running, and the second best twin has entered the field, that's all I'm going to say.
So York penalty, Dagger right in front to regain the lead. I mean, that error could have cost more than two. I'm actually relieved this is only two. Yeah. That was a howler.
Oh, I think if that had been a try and a 6-point swing, George, I'd think
that
it could have been
knocked all the stuffing out of this.
Yes.
York are going to take two. Oldham will regroup. It could have been more costly. It shouldn't have been any York points. Pelissier went to sleep, turned round, and York dived on the ball. It's only cost 2 points. It's York 12. Oldham 10, it's game on at the LNER.
I think, George, the point of that is I think it'll be a massive shame if this game comes down to a 2-point error like that, because I think, honestly, from playing and watching this year, this is probably one of the best championship games altogether that I've seen this year. So
low kick off, skipping away from Dixon. Well, Red, that could have gone anywhere. He got a third bounce and a ball.
Lovely shot from Owen Farnworth.
Owen Farnworth, have some of that. Wow. Oldham are fired up. Who was that? Was on Fitzsimmons.
I'm sure he knows him as well. You know not to run straight at Owen. It's.
Oh, the ball's come out. It's going to be Oldham ball.
Yeah, and that's down to Owen Farnworth, that I tell you. Even though the error didn't come from Owen, that set of tone at the start of that set revved the Oldham players up to force that error. So hats off to Owen Farnworth. He got up, he got off his line, he put his shot on, and it inspired his team to force that error. And now the ball swings the other way, George.
What a chance! What a game this is. I mean, we're being critical of some big Oldham errors, but both sides are making errors here. And they're being forced by the intensity of the opposition. Now it's Oldham's turn. Drinkwater attacking the line. Oh, here we go! Kieran Dixon scores! Drinkwater fancied it. He brought in Phoenix, and Dixon was away. Oldham 2-on-1, and Roughyeds lead for the first time.
What a fantastic scrum play that was. All the people coming round. They were squaring up the right people, forcing the York players to bite in on the right people. Every try on a scrum should be scored on an edge if everyone's lines ran perfect, and you just seen there, everything came into place for that try in the corner. Kieran Dixon doing incredibly well to make his own kicking duties easier and try and dot it down closer. But again, That's 4-6 points. Now I'm going to put that either the 4 or 6 points we get down to Owen Farnworth, and that effort solely down to him, because that inspiring effort from him has led to Oldham leading this game.
Big moment, big moment. The huge error at one end, which only cost 2. The massive hit from Farnworth, the subsequent ball loss, and you could just see as soon as Drinkwater got that ball, something was going to happen. And now Dixon, can he add to it? It's a difficult kick. It's 10 metres in from the touchline. We're right behind it. We'll see straight away. Can Dixon put 2 more on his own try? Here he comes. He's kicked a beauty. He's set it out far right. He's curled it in like Beckham, and he smiles to himself and looks at Ted. Says, here we go. York 12, Oldham 16, with a quarter of the game to go.
I think what was brilliant to see about that, because that error that you said it was a bad error, which we could be critical of, didn't dishearten Oldham, and actually we just went, you know what, 2 points. They took 2 points instead of attacking our line. We've got them here. We've got them here. So
said it straight away. Yeah. I was happy to see the 2. Now then, can Oldham keep the foot on the gas here?
This is a must-complete set, this, George. A must-complete set.
Pelissier, Jay Chapelhow, brother Ted alongside me today. Great to have him. Reminder, if you tuned in late, Matty Wildy, Pelissier's trying to buy a penalty off McShane. He's still going. Matty Wildy lasted less than a minute. Off with a header, and Pelissier's still going up to halfway. That's what the France international brings. Morgan Smith. Now Phoenix, who's had a great game too. Nothing silly now, boys.
I think Phoenix looked to promote that ball then. I'm glad he kept it in there.
Pelissier, Moran, calming influence in the middle. Not everything needs to be an offload.
Nope. Great carry from Moran there. Found his front, set us on the 50, ready for a good kick.
Here we go, last tackle, Drinkwater. Pops one up mid-distance. Ben Davies is after it.
Yeah!
Oh! He got it and then dropped it. Oh, and he's fuming. He'd done the hard bit, racing onto the ball, had the ball. He can't believe that didn't turn into a try.
Yeah, it's just got to be next job now, George. It was a great kick, unlucky take. Ben put himself in the right position, but let's refocus on the defence, tightening up and really pinning York back into their own half. It's got to be defence-based now that's going to win us. We're ahead now, so we don't need to score again. Let's let the defence win the game.
Oh, could that yet prove a big moment? I don't know what happened. Was it stripped off him because he'd taken it and then it came out? Do we credit York there?
Yeah, it was the York player did really well. As soon as Ben took the ball to add that pressure.
Oh, here we go. Penalty. Penalty against George Hurst and Owen Farnworth.
You just can't lift the leg in this game like that, because even if, and I'm not going to say the York player played for that, but sometimes you've got players who are jumping up on that 1 foot to force that sort of turn, to knowing it's a penalty. Just pin both legs, get him down, turn him on the backs, and that's the let off. That's the let off York were looking for to try and get him back into this game.
So York now, having almost conceded again at one end, are now going to be attacking the Oldham line. Here they come with Fitzsimmons. Can Oldham keep this together? How are you feeling at home? McShane, centre field 20 out. Thompson running at Hurst. Helped out by Chapelhow and Pelissier. McShane again, he's going left this time. Gives the ball a bit of air. Dagger, who's had a great game. Looks a real menace, Will Dagger. The ball's come out. Penalty. Penalty York. That could have gone either way.
No, sorry.
That could have gone either way.
No, I disagree with that. I think
York are going to tap this. It's kickable. It's only 10 out. I can hear Sean Long to my left saying no way.
That was a loose carry at best. That was.
But York get a full set on the Oldham line. Can Oldham stand firm? McShane, right side. Thompson still got it through a dummy. Drinkwater went fishing there.
It's sort of what I said though, George, with not a known half and full back out position. That can work. That can work to put him under pressure.
McShane again. Here come York. Offloading, McShane, there's going to be gaps left side. The Knights are going to score, are they? Dixon's there. They've kept him out, but for how long? Desperate Oldham defence on the line. York scenting blood. O'Keefe has done well. Oldham hanging on here. McShane. Oh, has it got into touch? But was it hurt? It might have come off an Oldham hand, this, you know. It might be 6 more.
Yeah, I think we're going to see 6 again.
It's got into touch, but surely that's hit an Oldham hand.
Yeah, I think that was great defence from Oldham, and what you can see there, they are flying up and pressuring the inside. Do you know what? Hats off to the makeshift York half. If they can throw that ball over the top and score, I'll clap my hands for them. But great defence from Oldham, holding them out. But again, how long can that last with York pressing on the line?
Another set coming. George Hurst, by the way, has gone off. He stayed down after that penalty, looking injured, George. Taylor back on. Here come York. Oldham have got to do it again here. What an examination of Oldham's defence this is. McShane. 15 minutes left. Bit of room. Too much room perhaps. Dagger, Mo's gone for him. Has Mo taken him out? They've knocked on! And Oldham celebrate. Roughyeds have the ball back here.
Fantastic read from Mo there again, showing what I said before. If they're going to throw the miracle pass, let them throw it. Mo's seeing that, he knows we've short, and Mo's got to come up with that play. It's all down to him that if he doesn't make that tackle, if he misses, if he makes the wrong decision, it's a try. So credit to Mo there for not just stopping York from scoring, but forcing that error as well.
And the York man has stayed down. Is it Jones Bishop? Their talisman. He's been hurt here. So a stoppage in play. Everyone can just have a breather. 14 minutes to go, 4 points is Oldham's lead.
The exciting thing as well, we've still got the likes of Gil Dudson and Adam Milner to be reintroduced into this second half, which I think is going to be vital for the last 10 minutes of this game to add in. So I'd imagine Sean will be letting the lads have another 4 or 5 minutes and reintroducing them big players to see this game out.
Listen to the Oldham fans. Whatever happens here now in the next quarter of an hour, what a performance this has been. Oldham desperate for this victory, but we need to appreciate the performance first and foremost, having fallen 10-0 down and lost their captain. What a response. Can the job now get done? Dixon up the middle. He's had a big game.
Oh, he's been fantastic.
Still going though. Completion now, Oldham. Elijah Taylor at 9. Ben Davies up the middle. Swarming York. Sean Long is barking into his walkie-talkie to my left. Here goes Jay. Chapelhow pumping the legs. Pelissier. Waits. Oldham slow it down. It's Drinkwell's going to kick on the 4th here. Crossfield, that's interesting. Not his best, JD. He's picked out the one man who was back, and it's given. Sean Long's furious. It's given Oldham. It's given York possession on their own 40 here, 50. I'd
have liked to just see kick put his foot through the ball there and just gain territory there. I can understand what Drinky was doing. We were in the 40. He tried to hit it across for a nice 40-20, but it just didn't pay off in the time.
Oldham having to defend again here. There's more points in this game.
I think we've got a potential crusher here, George. Nope, he's getting up playing the ball. Nope, he's not.
Taylor Pemberton is on, number 14 for York. We've got 12 and a half to go. York, the league leaders, 12. Oldham, 16.
Yeah, Pemberton's come on, but McShane stayed on the field as well. So expect them, York now have made that change to do more shape throwing for the middle, and McShane will act as that extra pivot in 13.
Here come York, 30 out. Central. Short ball, Farnworth gets to him with Lewis Baxter just. So much effort has gone into this. It's the last tackle. McShane's waiting to the left, here he is. He's going to challenge Mo. Oh, it's taken in the air, who's got it?
Oh, great tape, Mo, great tape.
Mo has got it and hung on. But Oldham are on their own line here. Ben O'Keefe. Oh, he's going to be behind his lines. Swarming from York, and Oldham are going to have to drop out. There was nowhere for Ben O'Keefe to go.
Yeah, I think that might have been a bit harsh for myself there saying help Matt. By the time the York had gone and caught the ball, I think there were 8 of them there that went there. So do you know what? Fair play to York. That's a massive play from York. They pinned us in our own line, and to carry O'Keefe over the line, I don't even know what many players could have done in that situation. So hats off to York for that play, George.
One big play is going to win this game. Where's it going to come from? Drinkwater has the ball under his post to drop out. Oh, he's cut across it. Again, it's short. It's only gone 40. Here come York. Moran meets him.
Hudson's back on the field, a big body for York. Played with him at Newcastle, can carry very strong, tackle strong, but can gas up quite easy. So maybe we can exploit that in the back end of this half.
Owen Farnworth is off.
What a stint, Owen. What a stint from Owen Farnworth.
Oldham having to do a lot of defending here, which is a slight concern. Jordan Thompson right in front. Here's the substitute Pemberton. York now knocking at the door. McShane. Can they free up and get a man free?
Great defence from Ben O'Keefe.
Almost over. O'Keefe. It's now York in the ascendancy and crashing through.
He read it
Jesse
well.
D. And York score to level the game.
I think the most disappointing thing about that try is we read the play, but to be fair, Jesse D's a big body. He's a big body and he's found space so close to the line. Probably just due to the lack of the play. The ball was a little bit fast beforehand, George, that led to that. Oh, we're exchanging blows here, and that's 1 point to York, and this conversion coming up is absolutely massive, and it could end up, that not to talk too negative, but that 2 points could be a massive 2 points in the back end of this game. So we'll just have to see. We've got 10 minutes left on the clock, and I still think there's a try left in this game. I still think there's a try left.
16 all, 10 minutes left, and it's going to be Paul McShane to take the kick. So a change of kicker to put York back ahead.
Yeah, because it's been Dagger that's been kicking all game, hasn't it? So Paul McShane, so I don't know if that's just Dagger. I think he was carrying a knock early in the game, so maybe he's just put the kicking duties to Paul McShane, or he's doing a Joshua Drinkwater and going, do you know what, give it me, I'll take that big moment like Drinky did for us against Batley. So who knows?
He's taking his time. He's knocked another minute off the clock here. Now 9 to go. It's about 10 in from the touchline for McShane to put York back ahead here.
What a second half this has been, though. What a second half. Teams have been exchanging blows. Again, I'm going to talk bias there, George, but I think it's mostly been Oldham. And the fact that York have been so precise in the point scoring when they've been down that end has been phenomenal from them, to be fair.
It's a short run up. McShane likes it. He's kicked it. And York lead. 18-16 with 9 minutes to go.
9 minutes is a long time in rugby league, and I think the best thing to do here is not to panic. We don't need to do anything out of the ordinary. Like Sean says, chaos can come in a game, but we practice chaos in training, so this won't be panic stations yet, George. We'll get the game going. You'll see some toe-to-toe stuff, and we'll see what happens.
Well, Dixon went for the same kick-off. He drilled it low, but this time Ben Jones-Bishop took it on the full. What have Oldham got left? York back in the ascendancy here. And a penalty. Elijah Taylor's been penalised. So York will come again here.
Yeah, you've seen a good carry from Kieran Hudson there, even though he's come off second best, I think, holding his hamstring. We need to stay switched on there. Quick tap from York, and they're getting down the field.
They've tapped rather than kicked.
Interesting that we've could have took some seconds off the clock there. So interesting decision, but we need to stay switched on to that and meet him.
Santi down the middle. 8 to go. York 18, Oldham 16. Knights in possession. They've dominated the last few minutes since bringing on the extra hooker, really.
Yeah, I told you McShane's going to add us that extra ball play, which just gives him that little bit different element they've had to the game.
York down the middle. That's Jack Martin, the prop. I'm surprised we could take a 1 as well here. McShane playing in the halves now, attacking down the left side. Morgan Smith and backs to get to him.
he's added a little bit of dynamite since going to the heart.
Oh, it's offloaded. Ref says play on. Here come York again. One try now wins it.
Ooh.
I think have Oldham knocked on here. I think they have. Diving on the ball. Trying to win the ball back. It's a knock on the Oldham line. And is it just going to unravel now in the last few minutes after such a huge effort?
It was just off the cuff play again, and I think it's worked for both teams this game. When it's been going set for set and sort of standard play, both teams have dealt with each other, so they've sort of been forced to go like away from the handbook in a way and come up with their own things. So that's come off for York there, and this is a massive set on our own line, this, with only 6.5 minutes to go.
Oldham have to defend their line here and then get down the other end. A York try would do it. And here they come from the scrum in front of the post. Feint right, going left. Oh, and Mo's been exposed, and York have the try to win the game. Big play from the scrum. Feinted right, came back left. York score under the post, and they're going to lead by 8.
I think it's just heartbreak for Oldham, that, because so much effort and energy, especially against top of the league, has been put into this game. A scrum play which was actually ran, and I know the viewers won't be able to see it listening, but the full-back darting behind the scrum went one way, the other one way, and made it really hard for us to read our numbers right there. Darting out, reading the right numbers, and he basically went untouched, George, through, and scored under the post. So it's heartbreak for Oldham at the point. We've got 5.5 minutes left. The game's not done by any stretch of the imagine, but I think it'll take a lot of the Oldham tank now to come back and get this game.
All through this second half, it's felt like an Oldham win to me, but just a couple of crucial moments. The Ben Davies no try, and then back-to-back tries from Jesse D and Ollie Field. And McShane has a much easier one now to send this to an 8-point game, and that's a lot to overcome in 5 minutes.
Unfortunately, it was just the story of what we've spoke about, really, where fair enough we conceded the 2 points, they knocked it over, the game was close, but then we went penalty, error has led to a try, and I think that's sort of been the story of Oldham's season when it comes to stuff like that, when we've come up with that. This has been a fantastic game, this, and it's one both teams can come away from it with a lot from what's gone on, Nick. But let's see what's left in the next 4.5 minutes now of the game.
No mistake from Paul McShane, and it's a 2-score game.
I think that decision from Applegard to move McShane to that 13 has really changed that dynamic. York knew they needed something different. They needed something different, and they needed it fast. And I think moving McShane there has just given that little bit of the extra punch and elusiveness that's sort of broke through the Oldham. Yeah.
Here come York off the restart.
Did you not see him doing that after the kick-off? He was holding his hamstring. Yeah, fucking can't do that. Fucking.
McShane, York feel like they're home now. Big carry.
Oh.
It's been a big knock from the skipper as York attack again. Another try now would be so cruel on Oldham.
It would, and I hope this game, I don't think it'll blow away. We're scrambling well, but again, I think York have just sort of turned that extra level, and that's what you get from the good teams in this comp. They have that extra level in the tank still.
Last tackle right in front. It's going to be McShane to put one in behind Oldham. It's a floater to Agoro. Now then, it's come out. It'll be Oldham ball, I think. And we've got 3.5 to go. I understand head coach Sean Long unhappy with an interchange, which might have been for a head knock when there was another injury.
Well,
allegedly.
Well, all I can say, George, is what I can see. And I can see a prop forward pulling up, holding his hamstring, and he's gone off with a head knock. So that's for everyone else to judge who watches at home.
At a point where York have no interchanges remaining.
None left.
That's what's angered Sean Long over to our left. Drink water. Here come Oldham again. Is there still something for Ben Davies? 3 minutes to go, 8 points. Oldham trail by. What a game this has been. Oldham don't deserve to lose this.
No.
Chapelhow up the middle.
These are what the big games are, George. And the big games like this, they're based on moments, unfortunately. Moments win big games, like we say. Oh,
Phoenix.
come on, he's off the ball.
Here's Kieran Dixon with a bit of room. Steps inside. Still going Dixon. Offloading. It's with Drinkwater. Shows a dummy. Oh, he's offloaded and he's kicked it. It's play on.
Back to one.
Oh, it's not. The referee says have a go. Baxter shows a dummy. He's coming back for the penalty.
Looks like I was right there, George.
Yeah.
It was a late hit off the ball on Phoenix. Referees let the play unfold, potentially scoring. Play on, and we'll let's get the lads behind the ball. And let's get this ball kicked into touch quick. But
Well, there's only 2 minutes to go, and the time has been taken off the scoreboard, which is not helpful. Drinkwater is barking at his team here. Oldham are going to go for another score here. It might not change the outcome of this game. Davis. Drinkwater. Here come Oldham. Last throw of the dice.
Good carry from AJ there. Quick play the ball in. Let's throw everything we've got at him now.
Pelissier. Milner. Moran down the middle.
Good carry, Pat.
Wanting to offload, can't quite. Oldham right in front. Pelissier. Trying to go on his own here, Elwar. Still going on his own. He wants to offload now and gives it to Ben O'Keefe.
Oof.
Oldham 5 away with the time fastly disappearing. Oh, Mo with a shocker. It's come off the knee of Milner. It's hit the post. Could be a try. Milner's celebrating a try, and he said drop out.
Yeah, he's grounded the ball before the Oldham player. And do you know what? Fair play to the York player. That was off the cuff completely. He stayed on. He stayed switched on. He's grounded the ball. That could have easily been an Oldham try.
Last minute or so. Only the
think.
players will know. Only the ref will know.
I don't even think the players know.
No.
ET's asking for the time as I can hear him speak.
Well, York taking the time for the dropout. The Knights are going to win this one.
Some very pivotal moments in this second half that I think will be looked back at.
Drinkwater fields the dropout from McShane. This will be the last chance for Oldham. Dixon. Oh, he's lost it. It's nicked off him. And York have it back, and that'll be game over. Dixon shaking his head. That was 2-on-1, he says.
I think it's tough to disagree with her, George, but not even from a biased point of view.
Matty Wildy is with him, watching with him, fuming. So animated second half.
I think with these sort of games, George, you don't mind who wins, but you don't want it to be of them pivotal moments like we may have seen there. York have come away with a win there, but there's a couple of things in that second half that I'm not saying would have turned the result, but you want these big games won from not talking points and effort, and I think both sides, not just Oldham, as I'm an Oldham player, but York as well. That was a war from both sides there.
Well, the scoreline has gone in the favour of the league leaders. York win again, but make no mistake, this was a hell of an effort from Oldham. A big performance that could so easily have been a Roughyeds victory. 2 late tries from York salvaged them the win. Full time here, reaction on the way. Thanks for listening. York have won it by 24 points to 16. It's